Join us. We're live on YouTube. Pam.
Yeah.
What is happening, Church Tambura?
Well, what is happening is all eyes at the Makindye Court Martial, General Court Martial, where Dr. Kiiza Besigye and his aide, Haji Lutale, Obeid, have already arrived. They arrived, I think, about an hour and a half ago, escorted by two military police trucks. Let's say,
the way they entered, they were
and,
drifting.
yes.
It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I was like, is this really necessary?
He was clad in his blue t-shirt, didn't look in any way frustrated or stressed out,
He
or like
looked
somebody
happy.
who is from prison. It actually looks like he has even put on a little more weight. Putting on his blue t-shirt, and then he waved at his supporters, some of the politicians who were there at the gate, and supporters who were waiting anxiously to see him, and he was all smiles with Obeid, and then he made his chant and then entered. He's currently at the police cells. What we know right now is that Martha Karua, who is now his lead counsel after the Uganda Law Council gave her the certificate to practice
A
law.
temporary one.
A temporary certificate, a special and temporary certificate to practice or represent him in court today. Is
Here in Uganda.
Yeah, because we do have a reporter, Minana Ole, there at Makindye Military Court. So Martha Karua is still on her way to Makindye Military Court. Yeah, that's where the last I heard from Mina Nale, she was saying that she's yet to arrive.
Yes.
Yeah, she's yet to arrive there, but we know she now has a certificate and she's going to represent him in court. So we are waiting to see what she's going to be saying.
She arrived on her first day at work.
No, of course. Well, I don't know whether
the client is supposed to be there before you also client.
Now the client was brought in by the prison.
I know.
And then for her, she had other issues to deal with. Remember yesterday she never fully accomplished the certificate thing.
Yes.
She was supposed to pay some money in the bank, and then she was supposed to get a full, the real certificate. She was given something like mobile. So today is when she had to go back to Uganda Law Council and get the real hard copy of the certificate. And yes, so now on her way, there's a lot of jam.
So to get things clear, Besigye is the one who particularly requested for her.
Yes.
She also has an interest in the case. Cynthia bana Uganda tetulina abaloya basaba kuyimirira.
I know that's not the point.
That's not the point.
According to Lukwago says that's not the point. The point is Besigye requested that Martha Karua. Remember, he went to Kenya for her book launch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And that's when he was abducted. But then he specifically said, "I will not get bail. The case will not proceed in any form or shape until Martha Karua, until my defense team is complete. And the defense team will only be complete if Martha Karua is representing me." So she's on her way. I think with not Lukwago. Yeah. But right now, the military court martial, we do have the lead of opposition, that is Joel Senyonyi. We have people like the Chira municipality MP Semujunganda. We have people like Ingrid Turinawe. Yes. So they're there. They're Mwijike Francis, but earlier. Besides the LOP, the group of Ingrid Turinawe and some of the lawyers like Aaron Kiiza were stranded at the gate. They're actually demanding that they be opened for the gate. So they stood there for an hour.
An hour?
Yes. Requesting, chanting, saying, "Please open for us. You people is just a gate. We are here for our client." But they were later allowed after 1 hour.
They are waiting for us.
We are a few minutes away from come here and so you give us seats, we sit here and be comfortable. Told us to park forward would be in our cars, comfortable. This is the cause of this problem. And we are late actually, by the way. We are late. Open for us and we enter.
That is before they started singing the song "Open for Us."
Yes.
Open for us. That was amazing. Yeah. The creativity.
There was this car that was arriving inside, and then they said, "It's open." Oh, they were chanting and.
So we were talking about Baba Gulidewo.
Yeah, and then later on we had the group. That's a few minutes back, like 10 minutes ago. That's when the group of the LOP, Winnie Kiiza, former LOP, not Obeid, the group that I've just spoken about. They are also there waiting. The same Jews waiting.
Ebinava tujja tubikugamba kyali wange gwatulize saa zino kyoba okola amaaso togajja ku kitimba at Galaxy FM UG everywhere on all social media platforms. What else do we have happening in this beautiful country?
Well, this is a robbery incident that was frustrated by police yesterday, particularly yesterday, last night, which involved a robbery for betting companies. Two branches of a betting company. And this happened in Natete, along Natete Massacre Road. This is a group of about 6 people led by their gang leader, who is now dead. Police put him out of action, but not intentionally. They just they tried to, what do they call that thing where they shoot you just to disable you? And then after that they rushed him to hospital, but he died in a Mulago hospital. So what happens is the deceased and his group of about 6 others or 5 others went to the first center, the first branch of the betting company, and took an unspecified amount of money. Then after that, they went, the deceased is called Bernard Nadumba. They were armed with pangas. Went to the second spot of steal of a betting company and attempted to rob. But by the time they were moving to the second spot, the police were alerted. So police came in and started firing bullets to disable them. And that's how they disabled Nadumba,
resulting in the death of one suspect, Kayongo Bernard Nadumba, 25 years, resident of Chitauzi, Mutundwe, Rovaga Division. Nadumba and his accomplices, armed with pangas, attacked the first branch along Natete Massacre Road, making off with unspecified amount of money. They then proceeded to another at Natete Business Center to rob more money. Police was alerted and quickly dispatched. Upon spotting the police, the suspects attempted to flee, and Nadumba was shot to neutralize him.
Well, behavior. Every Mugwanga. People watch a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Because that's how you start hatching a plan of attacking a business. You have to have watched a movie.
They became stupid along the way, because then they went to the first place and then robbed and thought they are ninjas. Let's go to the second one, you know.
Somebody is asking how you can be able to get us live. Well, it's okay that we live on YouTube, but you can also download the Galaxy Digital, gena ku iOS or Google Play, or Sobrokubanga or Jayo app. That is going out to you, Nicholas, who is tuned in, and you didn't tell me from where. As we are wumbling, what else do we have happening, Pam?
Yeah, there's a child who is about 12 years old.
Yes.
He's a son of a resident in a place called Amudat, that is in Moroto side, who has committed suicide just for being treated badly by people in the kitchen.
Hey!
Yeah? Yes, in the kitchen. Now, family members had gathered. For them, they're doing like a party, a home party and stuff like that. So this kid around 6 p.m. goes to the kitchen because he's hungry. He's about 12 years old. And he says, I want something to eat. So the people in the kitchen start mocking him. They say, now, those are bad manners. They are visitors. Don't you see they are? You have to serve them first before you. And they said calling him nicknames and all that. So he got frustrated by the way that they
insulted him and
treated him. So in the process, he leaves home. Remember, everybody's busy. There are visitors. He's missing up to about 8 p.m.
Oh my
This boy has gone somewhere. He hangs himself on a rope and he's dead. So his lifeless body was found by residents the following day,
Jesus
100
Christ.
meters away from the home. The next morning, these people didn't even realize that the kid was missing.
Wow.
The next morning,
Wow.
his body is found hanging on a tree, and that is how he committed suicide.
You know what I learned from that story, Pam? Words of affirmation are very important. Not only to the people that are close to you, but also the people we live with in the society.
Yeah.
Words of affirmation, just reminding people that you're human,
Yeah.
Because you don't know what people are going through out there.
Especially for kids. I feel like people should be very soft with kids, because for a big person, you're built, your system has built your experience that you can handle some things, but kids can't. They will not process. A kid, you can call a kid stupid and dense, and they feel stupid and dense for the rest of their lives. Si bazadde ate now,
omwana watandiko anti because chikula. Pam, if you've groomed your son or your daughter, giving them words of affirmation on the daily, oli mugezi, oli mulungi, you're like, even if somebody from outside says something, it's not going to touch them, because you've been telling each to them over and over again, over day, over our confidence. But man, it's sad. 12 years.
12 years. There are simple things like, remember the incident where a kid
Yes.
failed to pay fees
Yes.
and then was locked up in the school while
Imagine.
all the others left and the child committed suicide.
Wow.
Like there's things that seem so simple, but the way kids process things,
Yes.
it's totally different.
Have you thought about suicide before?
No.
Are
Okay.
you sure?
I think when I was a bit younger, I thought about suicide once.
Why? Why?
Hey!
They broke your heart, eh?
Hey!
It's 70. And this one right here is called One Nighting. Good morning.
Since I felt this way, come by, baby, spring